Should we go ahead and pick up on Remy Ma from yesterday?
We were talking about it yesterday.
So apparently, she put something out. It looks like on her Insta story, where she tagged Papoose and said, "One more thing, since you want to put out lies for the media, can I let them know how you like your ass played with while your legs are behind your head?" Hashtag playtime over.
Can I see that again?
Now see. Now, see, this is why men don't like to experiment with women. And I'm talking about heterosexual men. And this is why men will sometimes do all of the things that they want to experiment with or try outside of their relationship with a stripper, with a prostitute, with a girl on the side, whatever. Because then you come in, like, I just think that's fucked up. Because that doesn't make him gay, and it's almost like she's trying to insinuate.
They said the word is that's Photoshop. I don't know, but too many.
Okay.
Whether it's Photoshopped or not, too many times we've seen this type of stuff happen.
Yeah,
we've seen this type of things happen in many relationships. Mm-hmm. For me, I was paid for hire. I was a work for hire lady. Whatever you paid for me to do, as long as the money cleared, it was between us. The moment that the money cleared, I told you, hey,
right,
we're gonna have a problem.
Right.
I'm not gonna expose you, but we're gonna have a problem.
Right.
Because I may pull up and let there be known at the house that we have a problem.
Right. You may show up another day and expose him to his family.
I'm starting here.
Right.
Not the world. I need to go here.
Right.
We need to make sure that we good. But see, I don't have those types of problems because it's the same way I work in the industry. In order to book me, I need a deposit and I need to be paid before I arrive.
Correct.
I learned something in prostitution.
That's right.
Because they transferred over here. I need to have a deposit and I need to be paid in full before I arrive.
Correct.
Now let's say you want to book me in June and you call me in January. In order for you to get June solid, you need to deposit me in January. And by the time June get here,
I need to have the balance.
If I'm scheduled to be there on the 3rd, I need to be paid in full by the 2nd.
Otherwise, I'm not coming.
I'm not.
But they're saying that it was fake, that Remy didn't say that. So hopefully she didn't. But like you said, we have seen this Mo, again, we're talking about women. We have seen how sometimes women will do that. They will try to sex shame, if you will, a man. Because again, we've talked about this before. Just because a man enjoys anal play from a woman doesn't mean he wants it from a man.
I believe that to be true.
Right. He may want her to lick it. And,
I believe that to be true. I believe all of that to be true.
Right.
But I also want to add a layer to that.
Well, let me ask you this before you add your layer.
Come on.
What if a heterosexual man wants his heterosexual girlfriend or wife to peg him?
Okay.
That don't mean he want me to fuck him.
No, you're a man.
Correct. But what if he wants her to strap up and go in?
Okay. We've seen that a time or two with Four. What is it, Four?
Who?
The guy from Black Ink.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't his name like Four or
Four?
Yeah.
One that got like to get walked around.
Yeah, we've seen that a time or two from him.
Yeah. Black Ink crew.
Yeah, so we've seen that a time or two from him.
So do you think that that's suspect? Because I know that there are a lot of women who are like,
I'm telling you, I'm adding layers here.
I'm listening.
Okay, here's where the layers come in. The layers are as follows. You are a man. I am a trans woman. There's a huge difference. A female, a trans woman, a man.
Regardless of sexuality.
A man.
Okay.
A female strapping on, tearing a man's what is it called?
Bulborethra gland.
Bulborethra gland.
going.
I had needed your HSBC to help me.
I knew where you were going.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, a woman tearing into a man's bulbourethra gland, and there are breasts on his back. Okay, a woman, a female, tearing into a man's bulbourethra gland. He's still heterosexual.
I agree.
Now you jump me in.
if she reach in and tag
me in,
that's something else.
No, it's the same thing.
Is it?
To me.
Okay. Help school me.
To me.
Because see, I'm thinking you've turned the corner.
No, I'm not turning the corner.
No, I'm saying I think he's turned the corner.
Well, I mean, he's definitely turned the corner when that beard come in there. When that motherfucking beard come in the room,
Girl,
and
it got hot.
All this, when that beard and those muscles start coming in the room,
yes,
Houston, there's something going on.
Houston, there's a problem.
Yeah, there's a beginning to go. There's something going on.
So what do you think's going on?
Gay. Gay.
So then I may have a chance.
Gay.
Oh God.
Okay, now I'm going to say something that might be very dumb. It might be very stupid, and it might be very biased. But I think these are my thoughts.
Okay.
These are my thoughts. This is not the law.
Right.
I am not the spokesperson of all the people, the transgender people in the world, all this stuff. These are my thoughts.
Right.
This is not the law. These are thoughts.
Correct.
I do think that a trans woman is only one step away.
And that's why I said I feel like he's kind of turned the corner. I agree.
I think that a trans woman is one step away. She's one moment from being tapped in.
Because again, I do think, and we've talked about this before, I do think that there is a class of man who is attracted to trans girls, and I don't think that makes him
homosexual.
Gay. Yeah, I don't think that. Because just because he's attracted to you doesn't mean he wants a full-on man, right?
Correct.
But I do think, like you said, he ain't too far from the pasture.
Now, listen, he's totally grazing when he come over there tapping you.
What is he doing?
He's totally grazing when he's over there tapping you on your shoulder, honey.
Correct.
Or help.
Correct. Girl, what is he doing?
He's totally grazing.
He's grazing.
He's
honey.
he's way out.
He's in the pasture.
But I do think, and this is just
he is in the field.
This is my thing. I do think that a woman doing it, after a while.
Right. He gonna need it
after a while, because I want y'all to understand this. This don't have no soul in it.
Right.
These nuts ain't got no soul.
Mm-hmm.
This is a scrap.
Right.
After a while, this is hairy.
Ain't it hairy?
After a while, because just like me, I need those souls that are in here.
And you think he's gonna need it too?
He's gonna need those souls. Lisa Fisher has a song that's called "How Can I Ease the Pain When I Know He's Coming Back Again?"
That's it. Because a female friend of mine, called me and asked me with one of her girlfriends on the phone, "Do you think my man is gay?" If
brown skin, hold on. Brown skin Quinn on Instagram. You said exactly once he's penetrated,
he's gay.
I'm not saying that he's homosexual. See, you've equated penetration and all the things, because I feel like this. I feel that a man who fucks a woman in the ass will not necessarily fuck a man in the ass.
No.
I don't believe that.
I don't either. And we got to remember that a man, whether he's gay, straight, bi, whatever, a man's erogenous zone is in his asshole.
Right. Now, I don't believe that a man who fucks a woman in her asshole has any homosexual tendency.
Right.
He probably wants to go in. Some of y'all, some pussies may be a little. Craig, give me a
keep giving me the
give me a
It
term.
might be a little what?
Give me a term. Mo, here's what you help because I don't have any pussy experience. Give me a term. What happens with the pussy?
You mean it's not as
It's tight.
It's not as,
the elasticity is not there.
It's not as fitting as it once was. Is that what you're
It's
saying?
loose.
Yes, but what's
Elasticity? There's lacks elasticity. It's not tight.
No, but there's a bigger word for that. There's something else. Okay, whatever. We'll find it by the time this is over. That you go in that asshole. It's like, woo, wait a minute, hold on.
That's another space.
We got life back in here.
Okay.
There's life back in. There's a furnace burning in here about it. There's fire in this old chimney.
Yeah. Fire in this old chimney.
So I don't think that because I'd like to give an example for me.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not the spokesman, the spokeswoman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the things for the things. These are my thoughts, my opinion. Y'all listening to me. I can fuck a man in his asshole. I can tear his bulborethria glands to pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot do that to a woman. I cannot.
You saying you don't get the?
I cannot
be aroused.
I can't function with.
Right.
I can't do that.
Right.
And
the same could happen with a straight man. So he might.
So again, is what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah. So like I was saying, a homegirl of mine called me on the phone with one of her girlfriends, and the girlfriend, whom I do not know, was like, "Do you think my man is gay because he likes me to play with his ass? He likes me to, And I said, no, I don't think that makes him gay. Now, that doesn't mean he wants to fuck a man. He just wants you to do that with him. You know what I mean?
Tell her to ask me. Because I want to let her know that he do all that you can.
Right.
Because there's these moments.
He might be out there to pasture.
There's moments away from looking for a soul.
He's looking for that warm chimney.
No, he wants the juice. He's not far away from wanting the baby gravy.
Right. Oh my God.
You say you confused, brown skin queen. What's confusing?
Yeah.
It's sex. I think that what you guys start to do is like you start making sex an identity.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I could fuck a woman. I could fuck 5 women today.
She still, it still doesn't change her identity.
I could fuck 5 women. 5 of you women could motherfucker lay down and get the thunder.
Right. Right.
When I get up, we need to find us a man. I don't want you.
Right.
I don't want you.
Yeah.
Girl, May Jones, shut up till I let me be one of the 5. Hush. I don't want you. You're my sister. I'm not connecting to you in that space because that's not what I'm a heterosexual dress.
Right.
I see myself as a woman.
Now, I wouldn't mind having kids, and I've been asked, well, would you?
People in the comment, they're asking to be one of the 5.
I saw.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
Sis, it won't work.
It won't work. No weapon.
Here we go. Somebody on Instagram love.
These goddamn robocalls be wearing me
Girl,
out.
put your phone on if they're not in your save.
Girl.
Because they can ring my phone all day. I have no idea who you are.
Okay.
Oh God. Luxta on Instagram states, I think we need to separate sexual acts from sexual orientation.
Right.
That's a helpful place to start.
Mm-hmm. That might be why brown skin.
But this is why we can't understand trans people.
And even maybe not non-binary.
Binary. But this is why. But let's.
One at a time.
But this is what right because I'm still processing things.
Yeah.
But this is why we can't understand trans people. We can't understand that, and we can't understand a male's attraction to a trans woman.
Right.
This is why, because we don't really talk about the trans men stuff. Because women be attracted to trans men, men be attracted to trans men. So we don't really even talk about. We talk about how because women be attracted to trans women, and they are attracted to, and men are attracted to trans women,
right?
But we don't talk about the space of the way that men who like women can like women across the spectrum. And so this is why when Luckstar made the comment and said we need to separate sexual acts from sexual orientation, I understand that. And so this is how I've watched two feminine men be together, and I've just been like, okay.
But just because he's feminine doesn't mean he want to be fucked.
I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's happening in there.
Right.
And it's not my business.
Right.
I just look and I'm like, okay.
But I think that that's part of the reason. And it doesn't mean that white men don't experience this or it doesn't happen in the white gay community. But I think that hangs a lot of black gay men up because they get so lost in, well, who fucking who? If he's feminine and he's feminine. And I think that's what hinders our community a lot of times.
Because we're worried about who's doing the act.
Who's doing the bending?
Who's doing the bending?
Right.
Oh, so you doing the bending.
So you doing the bending.
What y'all say is because they're afraid of how people will perceive them.
Possibly.
I
was on Twitter last night and I was watching some of my favorite performers.
What kind of performer? We talking about Cirque du Soleil performers?
Cirque du Soleil. Definitely Cirque and more Soleil.
Okay, so we're on Twitter.
And so one of my performers that I like to watch.
I love how you call them performers.
They are performers. They're performing an act for the coin.
Actors and actresses.
And so I watched them performing acts with each other. And one of them I watched I see them in a top position majority of the time. But then when
do I know these?
I'll show you in a moment. I scrolled, and when I scrolled, I saw them with tooted face down, tooted up, and I was like,
the one that usually does the topping,
that does all the topping. I saw him doing the bending, and I was like, It's not like it was my first time seeing him do the bending. Because I'm subscribed to their. I told you I have a credit card,
which is a couple dollars
that I keep $200 on, and I get all the subscriptions that are $2, $20, $10. I get them all, and once that $200 is gone, that's it.
Go ahead,
and I watch. And so I was watching, and I just was like,
I'm dying to know who these are.
I'll show you in the commercial break.